Hey everyone, and welcome back to Invest Central. You may have already heard that Tesla has really big plans for the Chinese auto market and is about to launch a smaller electric car. The news was announced by a Chinese media report, so reliable information says that Tesla will likely unveil a smaller electric vehicle to be designed in China in November 2021 at the Guangzhou Auto Show, dubbed the Model 2 by Tesla watchers. The compact electric car was one of the several revelations from Tesla CEO and co-founder Elon Musk at the EV Makers Battery Day in 2020. So, what do you need to know about this mini Tesla vehicle and what to expect? Today we're going to talk about the shocking news that Tesla is about to disrupt the Chinese auto market. Here's the most important information that you can't miss. Make sure you stay until the end to know all the details about the Tesla Model 2. The Chinese market has always been very interesting to Elon Musk and Tesla. And yes, this market is very lucrative. In January 2020, Tesla started manufacturing outside of the US for the first time. Talking about Tesla's market share of new energy vehicle segment in China, it was about 12%. Moreover, the car buyers in China are more price conscious than those from the US. The Chinese government spent from 11.3 billion yuan to 14.4 billion yuan, from 1.7 billion to 2.2 billion, subsidizing the autonomous car sector in 2019 and 2020. So there's no surprise that an absolutely new model is going to launch in China. It will be the first locally designed electric car made at Tesla's China Design Center and will be made at the Shanghai Gigafactory. According to a report from China tech news site Sina.com, the new vehicle will be a hatchback version of the Model 3. It is expected to sell for around 160,000 yuan or $24,775 converted, and you will have a driving range of somewhere between 350 to 450 kilometers. So we're confident that the long term we can design and manufacture a compelling $25,000 electric vehicle, said Musk in September. According to the report, Tesla has already commenced the Environmental Impact Assessment, or EIA, process for production of the Model 2, which according to another report from the Tessamanian blog, will be produced in a second phase plant at the Shanghai factory. The EIA reportedly refers to a new model early launch project, production for which will take 6 months to test. When the compact electric car does make it to the lucrative and mammoth Chinese market, it won't be a moment too soon for Tesla. While Tesla has proved a dominating force in the Chinese auto market, it came second to Wuling's tiny Hongguang Mini EV, which in December 2020 sold 33,000 units to the Model 3's 23,000. It's unlikely the Model 2 will be able to compete against the Wuling's tiny 28,880 yuan price point, or 4,460 US dollars converted. Of course, have the advantage in terms of Tesla's tech and software. It is not clear if the compact Model 2 will eventually make it to Europe. Tesla's China executive, Tom Zhu, says he thinks Tesla will sell an electric hatchback on the global market and that it will be available at least in China by the end of 2021. In the interview aired on the YouTube channel T-Study on Tuesday, Zhu discusses various questions about Tesla's presence in China, including the rapid construction of its Shanghai Gigafactory and its Tesla Design Center. In the future, we want to develop and produce a model with an original design in China and then sell it from a factory in China to the world, Zhu said in the interview, translated from Chinese. I think it will be within this year. According to a recent regulatory filing by China's State Administration for a market control of major Tesla recall in the US has now spread to China. A group of Chinese authorities, including the country's top market regulator, cyberspace watchdog, and transportation authority, held talks with Tesla after consumers complained about acceleration irregularities, battery fires, software upgrade failures, and other vehicle problems. according to a government notice posted late Monday. Tesla stated on microblogging platform Weibo that it sincerely accepts the government department's guidance and will strictly comply with Chinese laws. It will also work to strengthen its internal operational structure and workflow under the direction of regulators in order to ensure safety and consumer rights. While its popularity surged in China over the past few years, Tesla has made a series of recalls due to faulty parts or functions in the country. Just before its meeting with the government, the American EV giant recalled 20,428 imported Model S vehicles and 15,698 units of imported Model X, China's market regulator announced last week. Every Tesla car has a media control unit, or MCU. MCU is the main screen in the Tesla car. The media control unit, or MCU as it's known, controls everything from navigation to media to climate. So when there's a problem with it, it's a big deal. The root issue seems to be in the flash memory device in the MCU's NVIDIA processor. According to reports, the memory device gets rewritten every day, and that can only be done a finite amount of times. Complaints range from slow startup to resets to loss of connectivity. The main problem is that the rear-view camera might not turn on when the reverse is selected. It does not affect braking, steering, or speed controls, but it may affect charging. The MCU is a potential problem for Model S vehicles built from 2012 to 2015 and could affect up to 63,000 of the electric cars. NHTSA is deciding whether the problem constitutes a defect and if it would require a recall. The same part was used in 2016 to 2018 Model S and Model X vehicles, and they could suffer the same problem as they age, adding an additional 96,000 vehicles to the list. Cars built from late 2018 onward should see less of this problem, according to the CEO, Elon Musk. In 2018, Tesla introduced a new media control unit and started offering replacements at $2,500 a piece. No injuries, accidents, or fatalities have been reported. Tesla did not immediately respond with a comment. However, Tesla has decided to upgrade the 8GB double MMC memory devices in the MIDI control units with a 64GB variant in both US and China. According to forecast, Tesla will recall about 135,000 vehicles because of touch screen related problems, and if so, it is going to be the biggest recall to date of the electric car bellwether. However, Tesla has an advantage in battery technology. Batteries are a high-cost electric vehicle driver, about 15% of the average price of a Tesla vehicle. And this is absolutely incredible, but Tesla has one of the lowest battery prices per unit in the whole industry. Anyways, even despite the recent bad news, here is good news. The financials of Tesla are becoming stronger. Tesla said 6 consecutive quarters of profits, with gross margins structurally higher than those of its main rivals. For 2020, automotive gross margins stood at 25.6%, ahead of the market average margins of just 9%. As Tesla's revenue base increased and the software portion of its revenues grew, it could potentially become one of the most profitable car manufacturers in the world, which we can already see as Elon Musk became the richest person in the world. No one ever expected, but Tesla's share price started to grow really fast, and when most of us expected it to fall. It only means that Tesla is going to grow even more. And one of the reasons they are building their factories in China, they need to become absolutely worldwide. In light of the growing demand for Teslas worldwide, Indonesia has received an investment request from the US electric vehicle manufacturer. According to a report from news outlet Reuters, US electric car maker Tesla put forward the investment proposal ahead of the planned meeting with Indonesian officials this week. Indonesia is the world's biggest nickel producer, a vital component in many electric vehicle batteries. Another key component is lithium, of which Australia is the world's largest producer. In September 2020, Tesla signed a supply deal with local lithium miner Piedmont Lithium, which could last up to a decade. I received their proposal yesterday morning. Next week we will meet them virtually to get an official explanation. Indonesia's deputy head for investment and mining corporation, Septian Haryo Seto, told the media, "If they only want to buy raw materials, We are not interested. This proposal is beyond just taking the raw material," he added. Indonesia began work on a more comprehensive nickel supply chain in 2020 in an effort to better serve the growing demand of electric vehicles. In May 2020, Tesla filed a patent application for a 1 million mile lithium-ion battery, which uses nickel, cobalt, aluminium electrodes. The U.S. electric car company is aiming to get its batteries down to under $100 per kilowatt hour. So what do you think? Do you think Tesla will become even more successful on a Chinese market, and will they disrupt it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and while you're here, go ahead and click one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!